Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. Yep. Here we are. Waikawa Beach. Looks like a pretty nice place on the map. Never been here before. I'm just noticing that there's a couple of dog bowls right here. In addition to the already existing industrial one that Quigley doesn't want a bar of. What about if I put fresh water in? Quigley, do you want some fresh water? Do you want some fresh water? No, he's not interested. He's on another planet. You're on another planet, Quigley. Oh, there's a poop. That's a nice prompt to mention to you all that the same thing I say every episode actually is just make a declaration about the guidelines for this channel, and one of the slogans is show us the poop, which is a reverse psychological slogan, which basically I imagine all of you people out there in the world chanting it, show us the poop, show us the poop, because you get to enjoy these dog walks with us, but that's the one thing you don't get. Well, I don't include any footage of my dog doing his business. That's his own private business, which I'm actually on guard for. He might do that here. So, no, he did poop about half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago. We stopped for lunch in Levin, which is just to the north of here, and then drove here. Now we're doing our dog walk with full tummies. Hey, Quigs. And the other slogan on our channel is never mind the 6 o'clock news, which is really easy for me. I tell you what, it's really easy for me not to talk about stuff that's on the 6 o'clock news. Just because, well, these videos are about dog walking. It's not for me to come on and rant and rave about anything else. So that's it. All we talk about on here is walking the dog, obviously where we are, what we're seeing, how we're feeling, what we're doing. And we just keep it down to earth. Yep. Chill and really non-topical. Maybe I play a tour guide a little bit here and there. Oh my goodness, we have to get some footage of this. This is remarkable. Oh, I see from here. I think I can. Zoom. Zooming in. We are zooming in. Now can we get focus? Yes we can. That is a veritable crowd of dogs. Isn't that cool to see? We obviously need to go walking over there ourselves. We will. But the way to get there is this way. Back the way we came. First of all, we're just having a little tour of this little grassy park field here. And I'm getting my foot tangled up. There we go. Sorted. Well, he's going to have a roll in the grass. He's going to have a little roll. Are you quite done? He might not be done. No, he's not. Come on. Let's go this way. What's over there, Quigs? Oh, get out of the mud. See lots of ducks. There's ducks on the beach over there. What a cool beach. Come on. This way. I've got some brand new treats. Got them yesterday, early evening. An incognito bag. They're called lamb's lung marshmallow or something like that. Quigley! On treat. Good boy. Good. Sit. Inoho. Good boy. Good. He's being a good boy. I'm in two minds about treats. I find sometimes when he knows I've got treats, he behaves like a bit of an idiot. It's kind of counterproductive. He's like, if you want me to stop being an idiot, give me some treats. Oh. Okay, here's a park bench. We've walked past a couple already, but I'd give that a level 4 park bench, bordering on being a level 3. Yeah, so just so you know, if you haven't been watching us for long, we like to rate park benches. Not all the time, but especially when we're in new places that we've never visited before. Yep, level 4 park bench right here too. Right. Well, the people with the crowd of dogs are standing by to keep the bridge clear so that we can go across before they come across. I'm waiting for you, dude. Come on. Oh, that pack of dog disappeared into the forest. Oh, it says private property. Enter at your own risk. Wow. Dangerous and unstable trees. Maximum 10 people at a time on the bridge. Just when they might have thought they'd go across the bridge, here comes another guy with his 2 dogs. Look at all these doggy footprints. Well, he gets to go for a run off leash, that other dog. guess they trust their dog not to come over here and hassle my dog. Quigley always does the same thing. Regular viewers will know. Quigley, this way. Did you have fun? Look at these flowers, don't they look nice? And all of these are tiny little white flowers. It's the time of year where everything's flowering. Wow, there was me buzzing out on those two flowers back there, and over here they're just existing in abundance. Yellows and pinks. I wonder if there's any experts out there that know exactly what kind of flora this is, and why does the same plant have some pink flowers and some yellow flowers? Or are the pink ones yellow at some stage and then turn pink? Or do they start out pink and turn yellow? Those are the questions that spring to mind for me. If there are any experts out there who hazard a guess, let us know in the comments. In case you don't know, dear viewers, I'm not going anywhere at the moment. I don't care where we go. I'm just following the dog. Quigley's choosing where we go. Where do you want to go next? Where do you want to go next, my boy? Oh, there's myriads of possible paths everywhere we look. We could go anywhere. Got there's all sorts of places, which means we're going to miss lots of things, aren't we, Quigs? There's too much to see, too many trails everywhere. One thing's for sure, I can hear the surf over the sand dunes ahead of us. So we're going to go there, most likely. If this is a valid path to there. Very sandy. I started a new thing with the YouTube channel. That's something I can talk about. There's a few episodes which I've decided, well, we have our reasons. I have my reasons for not publishing them right away. And I thought, well, how much time should I let them sit uploaded and scheduled for public broadcast? How much time? And I couldn't think, it was like a few months maybe, or I was just debating it. And then I just decided, you know what? Why not just a whole year later? So there's a bunch of episodes which haven't been published yet. They haven't been broadcast yet. They're uploaded, and then I've scheduled them to go live online in one whole year later from when they were recorded. And I started a playlist called The Lost Episodes. And that's just going to give me a placeholder for putting episodes in that I don't want to publish straight away, which happens from time to time. And also I think waiting a whole year later for them to come online will be like a going back in time kind of thing. I guess that experience is more meaningful to us than to the viewers. I mean, if you watch the Do Not Disturb Dog Walk playlist on shuffle, there's no rhyme or reason to it really then. But I like it. I like that I came up with that whole idea of scheduling publication of recordings in the future, one whole year. That way all the information that's in it is 1 year old, and we like to keep some information private, I guess. But also some of the episodes isn't about privacy, it's about how those are really cool episodes. And so I like the idea of keeping them in the can until a year later, so we can celebrate that episode sometime later. Maybe we'll have more viewers in the future too. It'll be more worthwhile. I've been waiting for us to be presented with a trail that will take us over the dunes, and here it is. This way. Oh. Slow going. Sandy terrain. Can't pull me up the hill, my dog. Oh. I found another YouTube channel that's sort of doing something similar to what we're doing, but without a dog. and without a me, or without a presenter of any kind talking about anything. It's just video. I think it's called Walking Tours New Zealand or something like that. Don't quote me on that though. And also, they're not really about bushwalks and beaches like we are. They like to do walking tours of urban environments and, you know, like shopping districts and cities, you know. Thanks, Quigley. So similar, but not the same. I have found some other dog walking channels from around the world. I guess what I'm saying is, the channel that I found was based in New Zealand as well, and seems to have walking videos on it, walking around the central business districts of towns and shopping centres and things, which I guess is interesting to some people. They had a few views, not as many as us, but similar vibe, you know. Come and enjoy New Zealand vicariously through our camera as we do our thing. That's what we're doing. Oop! Almost tripped over. Every time I almost trip over, I can't help myself but to say, I still haven't fallen over yet. This is episode 156 of the dog walks, and I've slipped and slithered a few times, but I have not completely arsed over yet. I hope Google AI automatic captions realise I said arsed over, like fell over on my ass or head over heels. Do a little cartwheel, backflip. This sand is very soft, look at that. It makes this walking a little bit more hard work. But here we are, we're at the beach. We are definitely at the beach. The high tide mark is just here. We're not far towards the sea from there, about as far as it goes. I bet at its highest and at its worst, it goes all the way up to the dunes. Those once in a blue moon Super King high tides, eh? Did I say Super King? I did, eh? Super King. That's the size of a mattress. And you know what? You might think Super King is the biggest, but it's not. There's this other thing called a Kelly King. I think it's short for California King. There's one thing I can be sure of, it's Quigley zigzagging in front of me and me having to constantly step over his long line. I'm worried about him being thirsty because I've been trying to give him water all morning. Leave it! Leave it! Quigley! Haere mai. Yeah. Good boy. Oh, he looks thirsty. Unfortunately, Quigley, you've had at least 3 opportunities to drink water and you didn't. I hope that now that we do this walk, we'll get back to the vehicle. Well, even before we get back to the vehicle, there's that water fountain. But at least I've got water in the truck for him, so can have a drink when we get back, eh, Quigs? You'll be thirsty by then. You'll be well thirsty, you won't be able to resist. I was just thinking again about the public broadcasts, the episodes that I have saved for broadcast 1 year later. Well, some of them were actually already public and I've unlisted them in order to populate the lost episodes playlist with stuff to come out with next year. And so I went through all of the episodes. I'm not saying I watched them all, I'm just saying I went through all the list of recordings and picked out the ones that I wanted to bring back onto the private side for republication in 1 year. So now I did watch one or two of the oldest episodes, not in their entirety, but just they play back, you click on them and they play back for a little bit while you want to go in and do the editing and stuff. So it wasn't even really intentional, but one thing I noticed for sure is that in the very oldest episodes, where I don't really know what I'm doing as much as I do now, after these 150 episodes later, you'd think I'm in a comfort zone now, right? But back at the beginning, when I'm just going, let's give this a go and work it out as we go along. It actually bugs me. I'm like, oh, did I say that? Like nowadays, every episode I say the same thing. Welcome to another Do Not Disturb Dog Walk. And I don't really mix it up much. But back in the earliest episodes, I'm saying all sorts of other stuff instead of that. I'm not quite sure how many episodes it took for me to get into the groove of saying the same thing at the beginning of every episode, like I do now. But yeah, it's just interesting to see. I like seeing that evolution. And seeing as I do aim to improve more and more as time goes on, and get better camera equipment and all of that. Yeah, I wonder what it's going to look like in a year from now. And that's why I think having a placeholder for lost episodes, the Lost Episodes playlist, which I gave birth to just recently, that's going to be cool, because in the future that means I'm going to be publishing fresh content, and some older content's going to pop up from time to time. Yeah. And now I can upload videos and not publish them right away. Like, I'm going to be very deliberate about that now. So when you look at the Do Not Disturb dog walks, every now and again you'll notice that there's an episode missing here and there, and you'll be like, I wonder why. Well, now you know why. If you watch this one episode where I explained it, I don't know if I'm going to explain it again. I can't remember if I've been to this beach before. I think we haven't. But I look over that side of the estuary, over that side there, and it makes me wonder, like, it looks vaguely familiar, like we might have been there before. If we have been here before, then what I'm saying is we probably walked over that side of the estuary. Because I definitely haven't walked over here before. No, I'm pretty sure we haven't been to this beach. We've been to another beach that's like it though. Very similar with the estuary. You getting thirsty, my dog? I bet you are. It's a hot old day. Yeah. We'll get you back to the water ASAP. I've got water. In fact, that's something I make sure to mention every episode, is this thing here. It's the nozzle on the end of this hose that connects to my water bladder backpack. Water bladder backpack. Yeah. So, and the main reason I bring it up every time I use it for the first time in a recording is to say, oh yeah, by the way, it makes funny noises when I suck on this. So please don't be alarmed. I might have to put a new pair of gloves like this on my Amazon wish list. Because these ones are smelling like a gym bag these days. What have you snagged it on? Is it? Yeah, good. Poor Quigley. He's thirsty. He's panting. This hardly ever happens. Well, I guess we're going to see more and more of that because it's summer now. We're coming into summer months. I've got one of those dog water bottles now, which has this bit that unfolds. I'll have to show it to you one day. It unfolds into like a bowl on the end of the bottle. Dispense the water from the dispenser on the end of the bottle into the little bowl bit, which is shaped like a big leaf. And then when you want to put it away, you invert that leaf and it wraps around the bottle perfectly. So that's cool. I haven't really been sure about it. Like, do I really need that? Because the fact of the matter is, when Quigley and I go walking, a lot of the time, we just find water. Today's not one of those days though. I mean, we saw that public water trough at the beginning of the walk, but it's no use to us out here on the beach. Anyway, my debate about the bottle is, I think to myself, I'm going to carry another thing. And how am I going to carry that? I wouldn't mind getting a water backpack for Quigley with a little tap on the side. I think the bag might help keep him cool too if it's designed in fact, I might have just come up with a new invention, folks. I mean, someone might have already invented it. I'm open-minded about that. But yeah, like a saddle that goes over the dog with water bags on the sides. Oh, he just vomited. Oh. That's probably because of the thirst. My poor doggy. Now, in the history of our recorded adventures, that's the third time Quigley has vomited. And the first two times I edited the video. But that was such a smooth burp, vomit, quickly done and walk away that I think I'm probably just not, I think I might leave that in. I'm sorry if that disturbs any of you, but I didn't go smushing my camera right into it. So, yeah. But yes, those that have watched a few recordings will know my attitude is I don't want to really do any editing. I do it when I'm in the mood, and other times what I'm trying to do is just push record and push stop and then upload. With a few pause buttons to put pauses in the recording on the fly. I call that time travelling. That's okay. But at the end of the day, if I have to load the file into the editor, or the files as the case may be, if I have to record multiple files and then join them all back together, it's just an arduous task. I don't want to have to do every dog walk, so I do my best to not have to do any editing. But for sure, if I ever capture any footage of him pooping by accident, I definitely have to. I usually push stop so it's easy for me to find the time, the end of that clip, and cut that bit out. I'm adamant about it. I do not want. I thought about it right from the beginning before we even started. I think I went through actually those learning curves on the very first few episodes. I was like, oh, what do I do if he poops? I don't want to point the camera at him pooping. I made my mind up about that right away. These dog walks are for all you all to enjoy, but I just can't do it. The one thing I want to prevent is some comedian editor out there going through all the footage and just clipping all the bits where my dog poops and making a Quigley poops supercut. So for me it's about prevention. There will be no Quigley pooping supercut, and you can yell, show us the poop all you like. I will not show you the poop. The closest you viewers ever get is when I put it in a bag and dangle it in front of the camera for a bit before I chuck it in a rubbish bin. Well, I was tempted to come into this forest, especially since it's shady, and that would be nice. I was tempted to do that, but hello, little birdie. Oh, I scared it. I scared it away. Yeah, but what time is it? How long have we been recording? 42 minutes. That's definitely enough for one episode. And Quigley is thirsty. So, yeah. Sorry you missed out on the forest. If you'd like us to come back and go for a walk in this forest one day, let us know in the comments. I don't really think it's a huge block of forest, but it'll still be interesting to go have a look around in it, I think. If you do foul, please clean it up. I was meant to say dog. If your dog fouls. Someone scraped off some of the letters. Crossing. On the bridge, yep. Now the bridge has a sign that says only 10 people allowed, but it doesn't tell you how many dogs. So I wonder how the bridge copes with that giant pack of dogs that came across this bridge. Obviously it didn't fall down. One of them pooped. I don't think that poop was there before. Naughty. There's a lost hat on the fence here, and the reason I decided to stop and look at it is because I used to have exactly the same hat. I mean, the design, I think mine was a lot better matched up on the patterns though, and I think mine was bigger than that. But, you know. Which way do you want to go, Quigs? Oh, good. get the water quickly. And drink some water over here. And there's the toilets right here, which is good. Because I need to go. I'll do that after we finish the recording though. Good boy, drink the water. You can drink more than that. Good boy. Alright, well that's it. I'm going to call it a day on the recording. Thank you very much for watching. As you can tell, if you look at the YouTube channel, hundreds of episodes of dog walking for you to watch. So please do. This doesn't have to be the end for you, but for us today it is. Click on the next one if you want, and we'll see you on the next one.